All right, Dodgers fans, let's dive right into some of the most intriguing storylines surrounding one of the most fascinating players in recent Los Angeles history, Cody Bellinger. It's hard not to reflect on the roller coaster his career has been over the past several seasons, and the way it all unfolded with the Dodgers is something that still sparks conversations today. When you think back to how it ended for Cody in Los Angeles, it's almost surreal. The Dodgers, a team known for nurturing homegrown talent, ultimately decided to part ways with a player who had once captured the hearts of fans and dominated on the field. It wasn't just a casual goodbye. It was the culmination of a stark decline in performance. Bellinger, once an MVP and Rookie of the Year, had struggled immensely, batting below .200 and striking out nearly a quarter of the time. His hard hit rate had plummeted, signaling a drastic drop from the explosive force he once wielded at the plate. The decision to let him go, whether through non-tendering or designation for assignment, was essentially a way of saying, "Thank you for everything. Now it's time to move on." And it wasn't a free agency situation. He was still arbitration eligible, which makes the decision even more striking. From the outside, it might have seemed abrupt, even harsh, especially for a player who had achieved so much with the franchise, including pivotal contributions to the team's success in postseason play. But Bellinger's journey didn't end there. After leaving Los Angeles, he had the opportunity to rebuild his career elsewhere, and the results were impressive. His transformation as a player has been remarkable. What once was a hitter prone to frequent strikeouts evolved into one of the most difficult batters to strike out in the league, showcasing the kind of resilience and adaptability that championship-caliber teams value immensely. And now, the conversation turns to a potential reunion, which, if it happens, could be one of the most compelling narratives in recent Dodgers history. Imagine Cody returning to the team not as the centerpiece, the MVP-caliber player of past seasons, but as a versatile, dependable role player who can cover multiple outfield positions, step in at first base, and bat in the lower portion of the lineup. The expectations would be drastically different, and that might be the key to a successful comeback. The pressure to replicate past glory would be gone, replaced by the opportunity to contribute in a meaningful, team-oriented way. That's a role Bellinger seems uniquely prepared to embrace, having refined his skills and consistency during his time away. The Dodgers, meanwhile, would gain a player with deep knowledge of their system, someone who already understands the culture, the stadium, and the dynamics of the clubhouse. It's not just about statistics or power numbers. It's about fit, versatility, and reliability, qualities that Bellinger has demonstrated in his reinvention. His experience, combined with the adaptability he has developed, could allow him to seamlessly integrate into a roster that values strategic contributions over headline-grabbing performances. And let's not forget the historical significance. Bellinger's return would be a full-circle moment. From Rookie of the Year to MVP to World Series champion. And then the struggles that led to his departure. It's a narrative that resonates with fans who have followed his highs and lows. Beyond nostalgia, there's a practical aspect to consider. With Freddie Freeman's contract eventually coming to an end, Bellinger could transition from the outfield to first base, providing continuity and elite defensive capabilities in multiple positions. That kind of flexibility is incredibly valuable for a team managing both present needs and future planning. And while other teams, including the Yankees, might also be interested, the Dodgers hold a unique position. They can offer not just familiarity and culture, but also the chance to compete for championships with a team that has consistently been at the top of the league. That combination of opportunity and environment could make all the difference in persuading Bellinger to return. Furthermore, the Dodgers' approach to contracts and roster construction tends to be strategic rather than reactionary. Even with the financial capacity to overspend, they carefully evaluate market value and fit, ensuring that each addition strengthens the team without unnecessary risk. Bellinger fits that mold perfectly. A player with a proven track record, recent improvements in consistency and defensive value, and a price point that is reasonable relative to his contributions. This isn't about splashing cash. It's about smart roster building, filling a role that bridges today's outfield and the young talent of tomorrow while maintaining financial flexibility. His versatility also extends to lineup construction. He doesn't need to hit third or 4th. He can slot in at 6, 7, 8, or 9, providing contact hitting, run support, and defensive reliability. The team's expectations shift from individual accolades to collective success, creating a pressure-free environment where Bellinger can thrive. Looking at the broader context, it's a story of resilience, adaptation, and timing. Bellinger's past struggles were significant, including injuries that changed his swing mechanics and confidence. But his recent performances show that he has adjusted, evolved, and can contribute at a high level again. The narrative of a player returning to his original team after a reinvention adds a compelling human element, highlighting the cyclical nature of sports careers. There's also an analytical angle to consider. The Dodgers, with their deep bench, multiple MVP-level talents, and strategic acquisitions, don't need Bellinger to be the star. They need a reliable, adaptable contributor who can cover gaps and enhance overall team performance. That aligns perfectly with Bellinger's current skill set, making him an ideal candidate for a reunion under the right conditions. And let's not overlook the cultural impact. A homegrown player returning after rediscovering his form elsewhere reinforces the narrative of player development, loyalty, and the value of experience. Fans respond to stories of redemption, and Bellinger embodies that in a way that few others can. There's also the strategic timing with contracts, positional flexibility, and the ongoing evolution of the roster, which adds layers to the potential decision. Bellinger's ability to play multiple premium positions at a high level, combined with his low strikeout rate and improved consistency, addresses immediate team needs while also preparing for the eventual transitions in the lineup. Beyond the numbers, it's a story of opportunity and context. The Dodgers have a chance to welcome back a player who not only understands their system, but has also grown, adapted, and can make a significant impact without the weight of past expectations. It's about leveraging experience, versatility, and strategic fit, all while enhancing team depth and providing a reliable presence on the field. In short, a Cody Bellinger reunion is not just a sentimental idea. It's a logical, strategic consideration that aligns perfectly with the team's current needs, culture, and long-term planning. Fans can envision a player who has been through highs and lows, returned stronger, and now fits seamlessly into a system that values both talent and adaptability. And with the Dodgers' ability to manage contracts wisely, the financial and positional aspects could line up perfectly, making this one of the most fascinating potential storylines for the team moving forward. Now, turning to another major shift that is set to reshape the way baseball fans experience the game. The recent media rights agreements made by Major League Baseball for the upcoming seasons are nothing short of transformative. The 3-year deal with Netflix, NBC Universal, and ESPN, covering the seasons from 2026 through 2028, signals a new era in how fans will access games, special events, and even marquee showcases like the Home Run Derby. This isn't simply a contractual update hidden away behind corporate doors. It is a strategic move that directly impacts the viewing experience, broadening access while introducing new platforms into the live sports space. For decades, the way fans watched baseball had a certain rhythm and predictability, but these agreements reflect the evolving nature of media consumption and the increasing demand for accessibility across streaming platforms. With NBC returning to broadcast Sunday Night Baseball for the first time in a quarter of a century, there's an element of nostalgia layered into this modern shift. Fans who grew up watching the classic Saturday afternoon broadcast can now experience a modern iteration on a national network, paired with Peacock's streaming options, blending tradition with technological advancement. At the same time, Netflix's entrance into live sports is a game-changer, providing a familiar platform for millions of subscribers while offering marquee events and specials, including opening night exclusives, the Field of Dreams game, and the World Baseball Classic. By adding these offerings, MLB ensures that fans who are accustomed to streaming content in their daily lives can integrate baseball into their viewing habits seamlessly. ESPN's continued involvement, particularly with midweek national games and control over MLB TV subscriptions, ensures that traditional sports networks maintain a strong presence alongside the new digital-first platforms. For fans, This multiplicity of access points means flexibility. You can watch games on local cable, subscribe through MLB TV, or engage via streaming platforms like Apple TV, Netflix, or Peacock, depending on your preference and technology setup. The diversity of platforms also reflects a broader resurgence of interest in the sport. The 2025 season saw a significant spike in viewership, with postseason games drawing massive audiences and Game 7 achieving the highest ratings for a baseball game in over 3 decades. MLB is leveraging this momentum, and the way these rights are distributed ensures that the sport can reach both traditional audiences and new generations who are increasingly consuming content via streaming rather than cable. The impact for Dodgers fans is equally significant. High-profile games, including opening day matchups and national broadcasts, will be more accessible to a variety of audiences, and the inclusion of iconic stadiums like Dodger Stadium in nationally televised events adds an element of excitement and pride for local supporters. Moreover, these shifts create a landscape in which players' stories, such as Cody Bellinger's potential return, gain additional exposure. Fans across the country can follow the narratives, highlights, and developments in real time, amplifying engagement and connecting supporters more closely to the teams and players they care about. There is also a strategic business aspect to consider. By spreading content across multiple platforms, MLB can maximize revenue streams while also catering to the preferences of a fragmented audience. This approach allows for experimentation with different viewing formats, interactive experiences, and targeted content, which can enhance fan engagement and potentially attract younger audiences who are accustomed to digital and on-demand consumption. Furthermore, the introduction of new media partners doesn't merely provide access. It creates storytelling opportunities. Platforms like Netflix, with their expertise in original programming, could produce behind-the-scenes features, player profiles, and special documentaries that offer fans insights into the game beyond the field. This narrative expansion can deepen fans' understanding and connection to the sport while highlighting players' journeys, including rookies breaking into the league and veterans like Bellinger navigating their careers. For the Dodgers, this expanded media presence reinforces their status as one of baseball's premier franchises. National broadcasts and streaming options mean that the team's performances, key games, and individual player highlights are amplified on a scale never before seen. High-profile matchups will attract attention from a broader audience, increasing both local and national interest, which is critical for maintaining fan engagement in an era of competing entertainment options. Importantly, this new structure addresses both accessibility and quality of coverage. Fans who previously faced regional blackouts or limited access can now watch their favorite teams on national or streaming platforms, ensuring that the excitement of the game is preserved and shared widely. From a technological standpoint, the integration of multiple streaming services alongside traditional broadcasting networks offers features such as interactive viewing, enhanced statistics, and real-time highlights, providing a richer, more immersive experience for audiences. In addition, the financial and strategic implications of these deals cannot be understated. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The baseball world is buzzing with what could be the biggest shakeup of the season. Whispers suggest that RONALD ACUñA Jr., one of the most electrifying talents in Major League Baseball, may have landed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Sources close to the matter hint that discussions have been progressing rapidly, and insiders are already speculating about the seismic impact this move could have on the league. ACUñA Jr., renowned for his combination of power, speed, and clutch hitting, has been a constant headline maker since his debut. If the Dodgers secure his services, it would mark a dramatic statement of intent from the franchise, signaling they're willing to reshape their roster to chase dominance not just in the National League, but across the entire MLB. Fans and analysts alike are poring over what this could mean for team dynamics, lineup construction, and the balance of power in the league. The rumor has ignited debates on social media, with fans weighing in from coast to coast. Could this be the move that finally tips the scales in the Dodgers' favor? Or is it a high-stakes gamble fraught with risk? Some insiders suggest that front offices around the league are already recalculating strategies, wondering how to respond to such a blockbuster addition. Questions abound. How will Acuna Jr.'s arrival affect the Dodgers' current roster? Which positions will shift? And how will the team integrate one of the game's brightest stars midstream? Observers point out that Acuna Jr. has a knack for instantly transforming any lineup, and his presence could spark not just excitement, but real intimidation for opposing pitchers. Meanwhile, the buzz is fueling speculation about potential ripple effects across the league. Could this spark a flurry of trades, a domino effect of moves as teams scramble to keep pace? Baseball insiders are pointing to the Dodgers' track record of big moves and daring gambles, suggesting that Acuna Jr. might be exactly the kind of superstar acquisition that defines a season and reshapes the narrative of the league for years to come. Whether confirmed or not, the mere suggestion that Acuna Jr. is heading to Los Angeles has already sent the MLB into a frenzy. Rumors swirl, social media erupts, and the world watches with bated breath as one of baseball's brightest young stars may be stepping onto a new stage, with the potential to rewrite expectations and leave an unforgettable mark on the Dodgers and the league alike. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.